Right, hello again. It seems to have got quiet again, so I can show you some of the herbs and speak about their medicinal properties. We were speaking about thyme. So thyme is a lovely antiviral herb, antiseptic. You can drink it in herbal tea form. Again, tincture. You can chew it. You can add it to salads. It's very good for sore throat as well. The thyme essential oil is also antifungal. Yes, only in very small amounts if you're pregnant, because it is quite potent. And what we got? We got some parsley, and more parsley here because I love cooking with parsley. Chives. Again, it's really important to try and include spices in your diet. They help with digestion, bloating, and they help you to break down food better and reduce intolerances. And what have we got? We've got some peppermint, lovely and fresh. The essential oil is quite nice for massaging, especially on your tummy area if you've got any digestive cramps. Peppermint tea is just so nice, lovely in lemonades as well as this time of the year. I remember one time I was feeling so nauseous on the bus in London, and I was meeting my friend who was seeing a herbalist at his house, and I got there and I couldn't even enter. I felt like I was going to throw up. I felt so sick, and I just messaged her and said, I can't even come in. I can barely sit down. And then herbalist invited me to have a little shot of peppermint extract in the tincture form. I just took, a little bit. I think it was maybe a teaspoon or two, and it just took the nausea away straight away. It was so nice. Oh, it smells amazing. Got some lemon balm here, Melissa officinalis. It's not doing so well, but it's one of my favorite herbs again. I have many favorite herbs. It's really good for anxiety and nerves, especially if stress affects your digestive system. If you get looseness or cramps when you're stressed, some fresh lemon balm tea is really nice. It's also really good for hyperthyroidism, so when you're getting palpitations and anxiety due to too much thyroxine in your body, Melissa officinalis can be very helpful as well. What we got lavender, good old lavender. Again, you can add it to herbal teas. It smells amazing, relaxing. And other herbs. Got honeysuckle growing here. It's still got quite a bit to grow, but did you know you can use the honeysuckle flowers again in herbal tea form, flower extracts, antiviral as well. It's a lovely herb. We've got lots of tomatoes growing this year, vertically. So if you need some tips growing that, there they are. And more spring onions. So did you know when you buy some spring onion from the shop, and if you can get organic, it's always better, but if you just chop the end off, the bit with the roots, just leave a tiny amount, and then you can soak that in water for about a week or so until you start seeing just the green sprouts coming back up again, and then you can replant it and you've got an endless supply. It just keeps regrowing. So yes, you don't need to throw those bits away, just soak them in water, just the root parts, keep topping up the water, and you can plant it again. Here we have some wild chickweed growing. It's got tiny white flowers, you can barely see them. Chickweed is a wonderful anti-allergic, anti-pruritic, so anti-itching herb. It's used in herbal creams. You can eat it fresh in salad. You can make a herbal tea from it. It's quite nice tasting, fresh. So yes, just have a look and see what's growing wild, in your garden, in your surroundings. There's an app you can use to help you identify herbs. I think it's called Picture This. I can send you the details if you like, and it's really good actually. Yeah, there's so many medicinal herbs that you might not be aware of that you can use. And that's interesting. So this one is shepherd's purse, and you can see these are new growths because I chopped some and gave it to a friend of mine, and it's just coming back up again. So yeah, a really easy one to identify because you can see the leaves are just tiny hearts. It's actually part of the cabbage family, mustard family, so if you chew the leaves, they're a bit sort of mustardy, peppery. And the Latin name is Capsella bursa pastoris. Bursa meaning, again, the purse, shepherd's purse. And it's a great herb that we use for heavy periods, generally as an astringent and styptic herb to reduce bleeding. And again, the leaves can be eaten, and it grows quite easily. And here we can see again another wild herb. This one, let me just separate it a bit. It's very sticky. It just sticks to everything, and the kids like to play with it. It's cleavers. Also known by the Latin name Gallium aparine, and it's a wonderful lymphatic herb. So for any skin conditions and to reduce pressure off the liver, to detoxify, you can use cleavers. Again, a cold infusion actually, so when you just chop it up and leave it in water at room temperature or in the fridge, is really tasty, and it's meant to give you such beautiful skin. And we can just see the tiny seeds here. So that's how you can spread it about, because it just sticks to everything. Yeah, what else we got? We've got some blueberries growing. Can't wait to eat those. Yummy, yummy, good for the cardiovascular system. Anything that's purple and red contains phytochemicals called anthocyanidins, and they help to keep the blood thin and to generally improve the blood flow to various areas. We've got here, I forgot what we got here, red currant, right. They haven't turned red quite yet, but I look forward to eating those as well. These berries are just so good for us. And just here at the back, I've got a raspberry bush. And you know, the leaves are actually used as a uterine tonic in the third trimester to help with labor, and other times when we need pelvic support for women's conditions. And yeah, you can eat them fresh as well. It's quite safe. The Latin name is Rubus idaeus, so sometimes you see these sort of red raspberry leaf herbal teas, and that's that. And of course, we've got good old dandelion. It just loves to grow everywhere. And you can see dandelion means lion's teeth, and you can see why that's the name of it. It's quite easy to recognize. It's just so healthy at this time of the year to just pick the leaves and eat them raw in salads. You know, just give them a wash, and that's all they need. A bunch of leaves a day, you know, keeps the doctor away. It's just such a great liver tonic. It helps to improve bile flow. Any liver issues, if someone's taking a lot of medications that can lead to liver congestion, dandelion's very good as well. And we use the root for its sort of laxative properties. And the leaves are more diuretic as well, so if you need to sort of reduce blood pressure, they can be used for that. And you can see some dandelion seed here. We all can make a wish and spread the seeds. So I just like to let this area at the back of the garden to see what wild herbs I can find, and to encourage the dandelion to grow, because it's quite nice to eat it fresh. And there's more More of this herb that we saw before, cleavers, gallium. And you can see how it grows. It just sort of sticks to everything and it spreads anywhere. Yeah, I'm sure you can find some around. Lovely, it's nice to see. Hang on, I'll turn this camera. It's nice to see so many of you joining today. It's actually my first live video, so that's really lovely. Hi Zara and Nikolai and Jackson, awesome, and a few others of you. If you have any questions about herbs, about health issues, about herbalists, about foraging or anything like that, I'd love to chat to you and yeah, show me if you find any herbs in your garden. Use herbal apps to see what's that, to identify them and to start to use them. Herbs have been used medicinally and as food for thousands of years. They grow around us, they're full of nutrients. Stinging nettle as well, Urtica dioica, we think of it as a weed, but actually is so high in various nutrients, from iron to calcium, and it's just really healthy to eat more of. I'm gonna see if I can find other herbs now. Got my apple tree here as well, lovely Cox apples. It's amazing to see how much it's grown in just a year and a half, really, since we've planted it. Same for the plum tree. Yeah, more dandelion. Oh yes, I do have some other herbs at the back. I'll show you in a sec. And cherries, of course. Sour cherries, morello cherries. What have we got here? Look. A while back, I don't know if you remember, I ordered some edible flowers. So all of those herbs can be consumed safely in salads. This one is nasturtium, and again part of the cabbage family, grown from seed, very tasty, and the flowers will be edible as well when they come out, very beautiful. This one is borage, quite furry leaves, beautiful blue flowers. I look forward to seeing them. Again, a great herb for the skin. And we've got some marigold babies here. Oh, and the neighbor's back on cutting, so I might need to let you go, but thank you so much.